Governor Baker and Mayor Sarno and members of the legislative delegation, counselors and school committee members, our sponsors and admirers of Dr. King. How honored we are in this day to commemorate this remarkable life. And I might also say that as we approach the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's assassination, I hope that the family will continue to honor the day of his birth, because I think that's the inspiration of this life. That's the most meaningful contribution. I've had a chance to visit all of the great civil rights museums across Alabama and Georgia and Mississippi, largely because of the sponsorship of a longtime friend, John Lewis. I had a chance to meet Rosa Parks, had a chance to stop at where she got on the bus that day, had a chance to visit the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, which as we meet is being commemorated officially in the state of Alabama as a civil rights museum. Recall that it was a 26-year-old preacher who took the pulpit at the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, but not to miss the irony of the moment. When you stand outside of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, one of the things that you're struck by is that if you look to your left and you look just a bit up the hill, it's also the capital of the state of Alabama, where Jefferson Davis rose to take the South from the Union, where George Wallace stood and said, segregation today, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever. And it's where this young preacher said, we are going to use words to create an image that will bring the American people to a new level of consciousness about the American family. So when Reverend McCullough offered his invocation this morning, so thoughtfully, one of the things that moved me during his offering was the following. He talked about why it's important to choose our words carefully, and that we use our words to uplift the aspirations of the American people, not to tear them down and not to divide America with the use of incendiary rhetoric. I have always said to the elected, it is our job when the people we're talking to sometimes are at their worst to be at our very best. To listen carefully and to say, well, there might be a different point of view here, but let's figure out how we can all get to the same goal line, because with the American family, that's our desire. But when you look at those speeches and the words that King chose, not just at the Lincoln Memorial, but through the course of a career, they were always uplifting. He asked us to be better than we currently were, and never to miss the point of this life in terms of the model that he offered to all of us. So today, across this country, we are celebrating one of the great legacies, one of the great contributions, and what we can say today on MLK Day, thank you from the United States of America.